Welcome once again, everybody, to Blockbuster Mentality, the show where we dive deep into the world of cinema. I'm your host, Ben Secord, and today Dave and I are trying a little bit of a different format. It is the case for the best picture. It's The Shape of Water versus Three Billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. With the Oscars coming up on March 4th, we thought, let's figure out what the best picture will be, so we're going to put different movies up against each other. So sit back, relax, let's talk some movies.
So 2017 brought a lot of great movies, and a lot of movies got nominated for Best Picture, right? I don't know. Is it
9 of them.
Nine? Okay. Yep. So lots. And there is, I will say at the outset, there is one clear Best Movie of the Year, and that is Dunkirk.
What?
And regardless of what the Academy decides or what the press says, Dunkirk was the best film of the year. Do you have a problem with that statement?
I do not. As I said in my top 10 2017
just
movies.
want to make sure you're not wavering here.
Nope,
You're not getting any, Screen Rant arguments or Cinema Blend nonsense or a falling microphone.
That was my favorite movie of the year. Yes, that was my best picture. I'm just prepared for it not to win.
It's more than favorite, though, right? I mean, you're like, this is...
Yeah, I mean, it's my number one. I mean,
we're there.
And my number two isn't even nominated for Best Picture, Blade Runner 2049. So
if you were on the Academy, you'd be voting Dunkirk.
Correct.
Okay, as would I, by a fair margin.
But we're realistic.
However,
here.
We have to deal in the real world, unfortunately.
Yep.
But still, two very worthy movies, and possibly two, or at least one is probably the favorite, and another which is a very strong contender. The first, the favorite, is probably The Shape of Water.
Yep.
We're going to talk about that, and we've got Three Billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri. And what we're going to do here, we're going to go. We've got 5 points that we selected, and we're going to say which one did best. And at the end, I don't know what you picked. You don't know what I picked. We're going to go through these 5 categories. That is cinematography, score, acting, screenplay, and direction. I'm just going to give a up or down vote for one or the other, and then whoever has 3 wins.
Yep,
and
exactly.
That's the one that makes it through.
Right, and yeah. I mean, I might have 3 for Shape of Water. You might have 3 for Three Billboards.
Absolutely.
I guess we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I think this is a very cool way to do it, and really, kind of determine. And then obviously we'll give our ratings for the movies and tell how we actually feel should win Best Picture, even if we, feel one was better than the other.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
we're out of these categories.
We're about 5 weeks out of the Oscars, right?
Yeah. From this recording, right? Yep.
And for anybody, for everybody listening, we are sort of tentatively planning a very special Oscar episode. We're not sure the logistics on this, but we're toying with a live reaction show on YouTube. So you guys, we can get, we can chat with each other, and that way, we're just getting our immediate reactions here. So I think that's a great idea. We're just trying to figure out the technical,
the logistics and everything.
We don't know what that's going to look like.
The technology.
And then technology is crazy. So.
All right, so let's get into the first category.
Yeah, which is cinematography. So, Shape of Water by Dan Lauston. I just think this is a beautiful movie. It's sort of fanciful. There's the use, and Vinny mentioned this a couple episodes ago about the color green.
Yeah,
this is everywhere.
There's just like a green tone in it the whole way.
It's not even. It's the tone, yes, and there are objects that are green, right?
Right. Yeah.
And there's like the green. That key lime pie, which is, if you're from Florida, key lime pie doesn't look like that.
Right, yeah. It should not be green. Key lime pie should not be green.
There's that one where Richard Jenkins, who I love.
Richard Jenkins is great.
He's fired from that ad job where he brings in that painting and it's in a red shade, and the guy tells him, no, it needs to be green. We're doing green now. That's the new thing. But yeah, the whole movie has a color.
Right, yep.
And it's throughout. And yeah, this is a really nice looking film.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I even love that opening shot. It's underwater, and they're showing different parts of the apartment and everything. The opening's amazing.
So nice. In the end, it's kind of the same thing, both underwater.
Right, yeah. Exactly. And we're trying to we're not going to try to give too much away in the movies, right?
We're just exactly. And the Three Billboards was done by Ben Davis, who surprisingly did a lot of Marvel movies. He did Age of Ultron. Right. He did Doctor Strange. He did the first Guardians of the Galaxy, which is kind of surprising.
Right.
But I think I'll just say what I think. But comparing the two, I think the cinematography kind of misses the mark in this film. I'm left a little bit needing something. So
Yeah, I mean,
to me, the clear winner here is Shape of Water.
Okay, yeah, I mean, again, Shape of Water is beautiful. Again, I love the colors. That's the main thing, and did the different shots, and I love how it's a period piece, so there's different 50s elements to it, and yeah, I just love all. I mean, I will give some credit to Ebbing, Missouri, like that beginning shot with all the billboards and the fog behind it and stuff, even the reds and stuff in the billboards, just the different shots they take. It's just great. I love that American middle America feel to the movie, and just you can definitely see that in the shots. But
that sort of thing is missing from movies today,
right?
And it's not I wouldn't call it a celebration, but an appreciation for that way of life,
right?
Which is missing, which is nice.
Yeah, I mean, because there's some deplorable things about that,
but it's regular folk, and regular folk deserve that recognition, and there is something to live for in this small town.
Exactly. So I mean, not to take away from Three Billboards, I think Three Billboards is decent. It didn't get nominated for cinematography, where Shape of Water did get nominated in the Oscars for it this year,
right? Which I think is justly.
But just if you could take the best picture from each movie, just take a still shot of each movie, you got to go with Shape of Water. I mean, it's clearly Shape of Water.
All right, same page.
I just want to take a bunch of pictures of that movie. Like every shot of Shape of Water, I just want on my wall. Yeah. So yeah, Shape of Water for me as well.
Yeah, I know. I can imagine like a sketch. Of a scene.
Right.
And the sketch will tell you its own story. Mm-hmm. And I could see like a series of 50 sketches. Almost like imagining like the storyboard of this film. That's what it feels like, right? It was almost like this movie was made on paper first,
right,
and then put on film later.
Yeah, that's true. It's beautiful. We both have Shape of Water.
Next one is
cinematography. Score, yep. So you did great. You had the names of the cinematographers, so I assume you have the name for the composers as well.
Actually, I don't.
Sorry. No, it's all right. The scores. So what's
not to disappoint you here?
No, sorry, folks. My microphone sucks.
The cinematography is more what my mind goes to. So I was just
really okay. Yeah, I
love scores, but I don't know them, so it's hard to. I think score writers, with some exceptions like John Williams, I don't know them as much. Sometimes I'm more I could recognize a cinematographer more often.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I'm
someone like Deaton or someone like that. Okay, yeah.
I don't have the name of the the people who did the composers either, but I'm drawn to a movie more for the score than cinematography.
Okay.
For Shape of Water it was Alexandre Desplat.
That's right. Okay.
And Three Billboards it was Carter Burwell. So there you go.
So in Shape of Water, we get this in the beginning. We get this recurring, this refrain, this doom 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 like that.
Sets the tone for the movie at the beginning.
Yeah, it's a combination. It's hard to explain. It's almost like it's optimistic. It's forward looking. Not really sad. It's a moving. It's sort of arousing like. I don't know, just a couple of notes here, and then I like it because you hear it and you see this character, Sally Hawkins, she's moving through her life, and then she gets on the bus, and then she's whistling it, and you will embody the score.
Yeah.
It becomes and it comes back throughout the movie. And
it fits the time very well.
It's innocent, right? In a way.
Very, very innocent. It seems like, this movie, 50s, 60s?
Somewhere
maybe?
In the 50s, I think.
It fits the time very well, and again, it sets the tone for the whole movie, and it's just it's very it makes the movie more immersive to me.
Yeah.
It puts you into that world, but also makes you feel what you're supposed to feel in those moments. Like you said, it sounds hopeful, so that kind of sets the tone. It's okay, even the bad things that happen in this movie, this score keeps bringing me back.
Yeah,
to where
it does.
Everything's gonna be okay.
It feels like old timey.
Yeah, it's comforting.
Yeah,
it's very comforting. Yeah, in that old timey way. So, Three Billboards is great too. That was not so. Both these films were nominated for best score.
So this is interesting because I saw Three Billboards once and you saw it twice.
Yeah, I saw it the second time.
And you said the second time you got more from this. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on the scores. Because I'll just say, just real quick, the first time I felt like the score was not that memorable, and not
Right.
as memorable. But
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what you think on the second.
I mean, I guess I would say that too. I mean, because one of the first things I noticed about Shape of Water was the score. So, I mean, but where three billboards I didn't. But watching it again, focusing on it, man, this score gets me. So yeah, it starts off. I don't know if it's necessarily an original score at the beginning with that opera music when they're showing the billboards and
Right.
stuff. I don't know if that's original. But anyway, that in itself, I think that's great. It's a great touch to the film, just having that like kind of opera music. And then there's this. It's almost like a Western feel to it.
Yeah.
It starts off with you first hear it when
Like
Frances
Frances
McDormand is
she's
walking
walking up, yeah.
into town, and it's almost like she's this like cowboy in a sense, this
Yeah.
cowgirl almost. And
That's a
yeah,
great
she's
call.
just walking up. It's just like it's got this like Western feel. It's
Yeah, you
very
showed-
catchy. It's like it puts you in that mood. It's like, all right, she's out to kick some ass right now.
Ben showed me that scene before we started, and I'm in 100% agreement here.
Yeah,
It's
and then every
outstanding.
time after that first scene she walks into town, like confronting someone,
It's like her refrain.
that's
so it's a
like
callback,
that's that music. It's like, all right, it's about to go down again. All right, but then it has this like soft like sweet music too. So
All right. Well, so it's time to decide.
Yeah.
What do you got on this?
I still I go with Shape of Water still,
So do
just
I.
because the first time I saw it, it grabbed me.
Okay.
And I watched. I haven't watched it all the way through the second time, but I watched more parts of it the second time.
I should probably say here too. I saw Shape of Water 1 1/2 times because, as I revealed in one of our last episodes, I actually fell asleep the first time seeing this movie. Now, it was not a knock to the movie. just to
Yes,
say,
he was tired.
it was one of those like long days. It was kind of cold for Florida, and we sat down, and I just happened to fall asleep. So I had to catch it again, and yeah, the score was good then. It was great now, and my vote is for Shape of
Yeah,
Water.
Shape. As much as I loved Three Billboards score, again, it's not a knock on Three Billboards, but if I had to pick one, I do have to go with Shape of Water for score.
Excellent. So right now, as it stands, Shape of Water is 2-0.
Yeah, two for.
This is best of 5. All right.
Yep.
But we are moving on to our next category,
All right.
which is acting.
Okay.
Now this is a tight one.
This is
On the one hand, on Shape of Water, you have Sally Hawkins, Michael Shannon. You've got all this.
Richard Jenkins, like you said
Richard
earlier.
Jenkins.
Octavia Spencer.
Octavia Spencer. And on the other hand, for Three Billboards, you've got Frances McDormand,
Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell, Woody Harrelson, Peter Dinklage. So this is wow.
And also the kid, I should have his name, but the kid
Oh,
from
yeah, he's,
Manchester by the Sea.
Yeah, and he's Manchester by the Sea. Oh, that's the same one that's in Lady Bird? Same kid?
Yeah, same kid from
Okay.
Lady Bird as well. Yeah,
All right.
wow. Yeah, he's been in a lot lately.
Well,
but
yeah,
yeah.
because I saw Lady Bird, and then I'm like, well, that's the same guy. It's like literally.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Manchester by the Sea, don't bring that up or I'll start crying. But yeah, so the acting in both of these films is great, right?
Yeah. Lucas Hedges. Sorry.
Okay.
Anyways, go ahead.
Well, he's got a future because
Yeah,
kid is in
absolutely.
like
Yeah.
lots of movies now and lots of like artsy movies.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll eventually he's got a long career ahead of him. So Michael Shannon's good, although I will say the character, I think it says it Strickland. I don't really know his motivations here. He's just plain
Right.
asshole with rotten fingers.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he's such an asshole. It doesn't really make sense to me. We learn that he doesn't want his wife to talk when they're having sex, so that's why he's sort of sexually attracted to Sally Hawkins. Hey, a woman that doesn't talk, I'm on board.
I'm on board.
But we don't really know why is he such a jerk to the creature. We really don't know that.
Right.
He's
yeah,
like sadistic.
Yeah. But
in his way. But it's well done.
Yeah, Michael Shannon, man.
He's great.
I use this word way too much, but he's mesmerizing.
He
Again,
really is
like
good.
his line delivery and just the way he talks, the sound of his voice. Yeah, he's just so menacing. But did you see Nocturnal Animals last year?
I have not.
That is such a great performance of his. Definitely, he got nominated last year. I think he should have got nominated this year as well, but he didn't. But last year, definitely check out Nocturnal Animals. But yeah, Michael Shannon, he's going to win an Oscar at some point in his career.
He better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I think the character was kind of written a little bit over the top. Would you at least agree with that? A bit.
I don't know.
He just did horrible.
I think that was just part of. I credit that to just Guillermo del Toro, just the way he writes characters.
He's so one dimensional.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's no redeeming qualities. There's no.
I don't even understand, other than the fact that he
You're right. Yeah.
wants his career.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
But that's it.
Yeah.
So, but I don't want to dwell on that too much. But yeah. It's still a good performance.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a critique on the movie. Sally Hawkins, outstanding.
Outstanding, without speaking a word.
Other than the singing.
Yeah, the singing. But
do we want to talk about that at all?
Yeah, sure.
Well,
let's wait till screenplay.
Okay, so we'll get on that.
Yeah.
Richard Jenkins. I love Richard Jenkins.
Yeah, I know. He's great. It's just like effortless for him.
He could be my side character in any movie I have.
Yeah, really.
He'd be my Frank Vincent. He'd be my Michael Caine.
Really?
Just to go back.
No,
I'd love to have him in any freaking role.
He's a great. I think they call it a character actor. Like he's just
brilliant. I love this guy.
He's just effortless. Yeah, he's just got a likable thing about him.
His whole little side story about the pies and going to the restaurant. He's gay and all that, but that's fine.
I think there's more to that too, and I kind of want to explore that in the future show.
Oh, so
not that specific scene, but I'm just saying, like, if we explore Shape of Water, I think that's something to talk about.
Is this a movie you think you want to do again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we'll put a pin in that.
Both. I mean, honestly, both these movies too. But
I also thought that the acting by the creature, I don't know how that was done, but that was pretty well done as well.
It was a costume. Also, some motion capture, I believe. I think there was CGI, but yeah, it was also a costume, so great makeup. I think the actual facial things were probably a little CGI.
Okay, I like the blinking. That was nice.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's more, it's more effects than acting. But one other thing, the guy who played Hofstetler, is that the same guy you said you liked in Arrival?
Yes.
Okay,
Arrival, Michael Stahlberg.
Yeah, and he's good.
Yeah, oh my God, he's amazing. And say what you, but he was in Call Me by Your Name this year. And there's this one scene with him in this movie that, like, I think he should have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor for either of these movies, really. But yeah, Stahlberg, he's someone to watch out for because he
steals scenes along the way.
Right? Yeah, I mean, because he was in. I don't know if you saw, if you ever watched Boardwalk Empire.
I did not.
He was in that show. What was?
I feel like I want to place him in something else too.
Yeah,
but I can't think of it,
Stahlberg. But yeah, no, I mean, like you said,
he's good in this.
Great
he's a KGB agent,
right? Yeah,
you're like, well, that's the other thing. I guess I'll say, well, I don't want to say against the movie, but I end up with like, and this movie's challenging in that sense where it makes you have conflicting. Not loyalties is the right word to say, but you don't know really who to root for other than the Sally Hawkins character.
Well, because you're even confused about Stahlberg at first because you're like, oh, okay, so he's a bad guy, but then it's like, oh wait, no, he's
good, sort of, but bad,
redeemable.
So everyone is sort of gray
in
this film. I think that's kind of what I got from it, and then only a certain people are green. Sally Hawkins and Richard Jenkins and the monster or the creature are green.
Right.
Green is good. Everyone else is gray. They're a shade of gray. That's sort
true.
Of how I see it.
Interesting. Yeah. Good call.
And then we spent a lot of time in the acting here for Shape of Water, but
yeah, I mean, because it's great.
It is really good. But you get the 3 billboards and you get Frances McDormand. Well, she's good at anything, right? She could do a Cheerios commercial and it'd be like break your heart.
Talk about effortless. Like
she's in this revenge mode, right?
Yeah.
She's in this crazy. She does things in this movie that I do not expect. She like pushes the limits or the story, and she shows it.
Right. And
firebombing a police station.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I know. And you're kind of, you fear her, but at the same time, like, she still shows this, like, vulnerable side.
Yeah.
Like, she's still, like, she's a sweet lady at heart, but it's just like, imagine how you would act if your daughter died. And
she has that, like, righteous vengeance.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it's just like, she does things that are kind of like, man, she's kind of a bad guy at this point, but at the same time, you kind of understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the, like, sweet moments of hers, like, especially, like, when Woody Harrelson is, like, kind of, is detained her and he's talking to her in the interrogation room, and he's got cancer. He kind of coughs up blood on her, and
Yeah.
she shows this moment of like, no, it's okay, don't worry about it.
She's
like,
still human,
because
yeah.
she's trying to like be all tough in front of him, and then when he shows that vulnerableness in himself,
Good job by
she
Woody
comes
Harrelson.
back and shows that she can be vulnerable and sweet and everything like that, even with her ex-husband. But
Yeah,
Woody,
you're watching two actors just do a great job on screen. right?
exactly. Yeah, Woody Harrelson is great.
Yeah, Frances McDormand, yeah, she has this just like righteous anger in her.
Right.
And basically no one can deter me from this righteous anger that I have. And that's how I'm going through life.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter was raped and killed, and these sons of bitches haven't fixed it for me, and you all suck because you're not helping me. That's sort of like her outlook, right?
Right.
Screw you. I'm not giving an inch to you because of I'm carrying this thing. And she does such a great job doing it.
Yeah.
She's trying to be like, what's going on? Why haven't you solved it? I'm willing to take the most extreme measures to get you to find out who killed my daughter.
Yeah. And it just happens like at the beginning of the movie, she just has this like epiphany to like, all right, well, I see these 3 billboards here on the way
They're
to my
blank.
house. Like,
I'm living in this weird side road that nobody
Right.
goes on, and here's my chance to bring attention to my
Right.
thing, which
Yeah.
she obviously brings attention to. And we haven't even got Sam Rockwell.
star of the show.
God, he's good.
Yeah.
Do we know what's going on with his like spare tire?
See, actually, I just watched a thing on him.
Is he wearing something or did he
There's
gain
these,
weight?
there's these things on YouTube right now. They're called Actors on Actors. I think Vanity Fair does it. It's
Okay.
these 2 actors. I think it was him and Allison Janney in this episode.
Okay.
We're just interviewing each other.
How good is she?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. But they're interviewing each other, just talking to each other about the craft and stuff. And
Okay.
he actually said that they put padding on his legs to make him seem like a little, chubbier and
Yeah,
stuff.
I didn't.
But I kind of like that it made him like walk in this like certain way,
It's, like,
kind of
weird, yeah.
this quirkiness to him.
He's very hippie.
Yeah,
Like,
but yeah, I mean his performance. I mean he's a
he's so
terrible person, but again, I'll get more on him with the screenplay.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean he's just Sam Rockwell finally is getting the recognition. He's got nominated, and he's most likely going to win.
Who
He
doesn't
won the
like
Golden.
Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, exactly. He won the Golden Globe. He won the SAG Award, which history shows that if you win both of those, you're going to win the Oscar.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
He's a great actor. And there's another performance in here by Peter Dinklage, which is outstanding. There's that scene where the scene where they're out on a date with Frances McDormand
Right,
and Peter
yep.
Dinklage, and he just. I felt this was very personal for him because, well, I don't want to give away anything on the plot here, but the 2 characters end up on a date, and it's basically a pity date or a for-show date.
Right,
for the
yeah.
public.
Like you did something for me, so yeah, okay, I'll go on the date.
And Frances
with you.
McDormand is not interested in him at all, and he has this really revealing moment where he speaks on like, "Hey, I know I'm not the most attractive guy in the world. I know I'm not this and that." And it's sort of it doesn't mean a lot to
Right.
the movie, but it's such a great scene by him. He is so good here.
No,
I feel really bad for the character because you're like, hey, you're a little person, you're at an immediate disadvantage, and most women aren't going to look on you favorably,
Right.
Because you're only however tall you are and the way you look, and he's just like bearing his soul to her, and he does that in another thing where they go back and they're working on the billboards, and he's like, I'm not like. I'm not just at your beck and call here. I'm a human being that
Right,
deserves
yeah.
respect. And
Exactly, yeah.
If you're not going to give something to me, then I'm not going to just always be available to you.
Right, yeah. I mean, because even Frances McDormand chastises Sam Rockwell's character for being racist and things like that. But like, look what she's doing to him. Like,
This is a woman that threw Molotov cocktails into a police station. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Racism is not good, but obviously, but
Yeah.
these are multiple felonies versus an opinion.
Right, you can't throw something in somebody's face for when you're doing this,
Right.
this crap.
She gets away with what she does, but if she did not get away with what she did, she would be in jail for like 50 years.
Right.
Let's put it that way.
Exactly.
He loses his job, which is the worst. So yeah.
So, yeah,
so are you ready to?
Performances like make this movie all around. But
So these are 2 movies that have great acting, and are you ready to say which one you think is best?
by the slightest of margins, I'm going with 3 Billboards.
Me too.
Mainly because I don't know. Not that just because it's more real life, and I relate more to these characters.
Yeah.
That's more. It's easier to relate to them. Where Shape of Water is more of like a fantasy and things. So it's like a little harder to relate. But I mean, again, so yeah, 3 Billboards.
I couldn't agree with you more. I
Yeah.
think 3 Billboards by a bit more than a slight margin. But yes, I mean, it's great performances by both. But I think the clear winner to me is 3 Billboards.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
performances
absolutely.
were amazing.
Yeah, because you're probably going to see a win by Frances McDormand. You're probably going to see a win by Sam Rockwell. So
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Absolutely. So, all right, yeah. So, yeah, that's the first 3 categories. Got 2 more.
Moving on to screenplay.
Screenplay.
Yes.
What did I say I was going to bring up with Shape of Water again? What were we talking about? I forget. But anyways, yeah. So he's a screenplay.
I think Guillermo del Toro. I think both directors wrote these screenplays.
Yep. Michael
So we
McDonough.
got Michael McDonough and Guillermo del Toro.
Yep.
Both wrote their screenplays. So credit to both directors for that.
Absolutely.
This is all original material. which
I
is
love
amazing.
writer-directors. Like I love
Yeah.
when you write the movie and you also direct it. Like Quentin Tarantino.
This is their
Paul
product.
Thomas Anderson. Yep.
I love
exactly.
that.
Yep.
This is start to finish. This is Scorsese. It's like that exactly.
Yep.
Just as you were saying. So that to make a great movie that you wrote and directed, great job. I mean,
Yeah.
just kudos.
I mean, screenplay. I mean, we're basically just talking just how the plot went. I mean, so
and I don't know. I mean, I think I think I'm just gonna put this out right away. Actually, I feel like I want to say that I think 3 Billboards is much better written than Shape of Water. I think Shape of Water is a beautiful film. It's well performed. It's a nice story. There's a lot going on here about the Cold War and the KGB, and the best parts about Shape of Water are actually not in dialogue. It's just in
The
two
feel,
people
like,
together.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Where it's the opposite with 3 Billboards. It's a moment here where these people are interacting and they're talking, and you get something from
yeah,
it.
the 3 Billboards is all about plot. And
Yeah.
I'm not someone who like is big on character development where it'll ruin the movie if there's no character development. But
No,
the
me
character
too.
development in this movie, I think, is outstanding. The character arcs, I should say, especially
Yeah.
Sam Rockwell's character, where he started and where he finished,
Yeah.
is just
Well,
outstanding. Because I did not expect it to end that way. And I love how this movie ended too. But
to that we get the Woody Harrelson sort of reveals
yeah,
through his suicide letter.
spoiler.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. And then well, I don't think that really ruins the movie, but Woody Harrelson kills himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, sorry, I might as well go there. But yeah,
Wait.
just for him to put that in the movie in itself, just the suicide was just did not see that coming. I was
Yeah.
just like, what?
Well, because you think this movie is starting in a way where Woody Harrelson has somehow thwarted the investigation into who killed Frances McDormand's girl, and it's really not the case at all. They couldn't find the guy, and she's blaming him, and he's like, "I'm sorry, lady, I don't know, right?" And then what we don't know is when you said he's coughing blood on her, he's got terminal cancer,
Right.
and he's dying.
Yep.
And he spends this beautiful day with his wife and kids up by this little river or creek or whatever. His wife and him have sex. The girls go off and play. He goes back to the horse barn or something like that and shoots himself.
Yeah, because you wonder what's going on that whole time. You're just like, oh, they're having a nice day.
Just beautiful.
Okay, that's interesting.
That's probably the best looking bit of the movie is that whole scenario.
Yeah.
But, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and then just when he's, his wife's reading his
Ugh,
suicide note, it's
so
just like,
hard. Oh God. But I want to say is that this is writing.
Yeah.
Is the point here. Even though, and Woody Harrelson is reading it. He doesn't do the best job of reading it. It's okay. But what we get is, we get some truth here, and then what that means. I mean, that's just writing, right? But also what that means for the Sam Rockwell character, because he writes him a note too. And as he's reading it, he's like, let go of your hate. You'll be a better detective. And it's almost too late.
as the fire's going.
Yeah, it was too late for both characters.
Yep.
Because as Sam Rockwell is reading that, he's already been fired and he's about to get firebombed.
I know.
So there's no going back. For Woody Harrelson, all the stuff that Woody Harrelson is saying, even his sort of suicide reconciliation note with Frances McDormand and buying the billboards for another month just to sort of make her life
Which was a
difficult.
cool touch.
Yeah, it's funny. But even then, it's too late for him. It's too late for both characters. They have to find another way. And, well, for Woody Harrelson, he dies. He's going to kill himself. But for the Sam Rockwell character, it's not so simple as giving up on my, stupid thoughts and changing my outlook on life. I need to go through this trauma.
Right.
For me to do it.
Yeah, he still finds a way. He still finds a way. Like, all right, what change can I make? Like,
that's
what
all
can
right.
I do? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. This had nothing to do with performances. Again, it has to do with the plot. So, you're totally right there. So, but again, Shape of Water, I think it's a good, metaphor for just how we treat people who are different than us, treat beings that are different from us.
Right.
Or so I think it's a good touch on that.
Absolutely.
And I like the twists and turns, like you said earlier with Michael Stahlberg with he's a Russian.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got that
He's
element
sympathetic to the creature,
right.
so you don't know is this guy good? Is he bad?
Right. And I even like the touch at the end with the poem he talks about and kind of gives you an idea of what the title of the movie means.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, overall, kind of simple. It's kind of we got to save this creature who ended up in. It's almost like it felt like E.T. Kind of at the end there. So it's like you gotta go home now. You gotta go home. Which I didn't find it that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's what it kind of felt
I know,
like.
but in a way, it becomes predictable. I guess. So I could see this was a 2-hour movie. I could see lopping off 15 minutes of this film.
You knew what
or 20
eventually
minutes.
was really essentially what was going to happen.
90-minute movie.
Yeah, you knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end, you
how
knew
they got there and how the characters got there and how they performed their roles was good, but the exposition really wasn't there.
Right.
But you didn't need it because that wasn't the point.
Right. And, I couldn't have written this script in a million years. So, I mean, Guillermo del Toro, it's not like this is a bad script. We're just comparing.
I saw they're going to release a companion novel at some point next month.
I heard, unfortunately, he's getting claims of plagiarism. Like this guy, who's a family member of this person who wrote a play. It's kind of like that. It's just in Guillermo del Toro's I've never even heard of this play. That's kind of silly because it's like, it's not like it's that far-fetched of an idea.
Well, I don't like these ideas of ankle biters.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you've created something amazing, and now someone's I thought of that.
I thought of the first.
But dude, you didn't make this movie,
right? Exactly, exactly. Like everything's borrowed from something.
Yeah.
Like you see, Quentin Tarantino uses he even says these are my influences. Martin Scorsese,
this is almost a ripoff.
Yeah, exactly. So whatever.
So where do we land on
sorry,
this?
It kind of went on a sidetrack there. I think it was kind of obvious there. Three billboards. Yeah. I mean,
so we're
2 and 2.
We're 2 and 2. And
cinematography and score went to Shape of Water. Screenplay and acting went to 3 billboards. We got one more.
Yeah, actually, and we didn't really set it up this way. This was actually your first. I think you texted me these 5, and it just happened to fall this way. But we are actually here in a 2-2 tie.
I know. Yeah, we actually did not share what we thought. So this is actually awesome.
We didn't plan this at all.
Yeah.
So here we are with the nail biter with our final category, which is direction. So it is Martin McDonagh versus Guillermo del Toro. Now this one is tough. This is a tight one.
Very tough. Very
the one thing I really like, though, I will say, starting with Shape of Water, and I think I want to put this in the direction side, is set design.
Yeah.
This movie is so cool. This is such a cool world to inhabit.
Yeah.
The little laboratory that they're in, when they're getting their lunches, and it's like these, I don't know what they even have. It's like a pre-made thing they pull out of. It looks like a microwave. But there's like a series of 50 of them. Their apartments. The building that they're in, it has the cinema underneath.
Yeah, I love that.
Richard Jenkins' apartment and Sally Hawkins' apartment. That's so cool.
And even when the bathroom fills up, that's just and physically couldn't happen.
This is ridiculous, right? It would never happen,
right?
But she just puts a towel into the door and then.
Everything
fills up. No big deal.
Yeah,
we just get a little leak under there, and then we just drain it, and it's no problem.
But I love the fantasy element of this movie. It's Guillermo del Toro. I mean, it's typical him. He did Pacific Rim, Hellboy, Pan's Labyrinth. I mean, this is typical him. He did a phenomenal job. I mean, this one's tough because. you got special effects involved, which is tougher to direct. You got,
Right.
I'm sure there was some green screen at some point.
Oh,
in some of the sequences. So,
It's putting
you got to give a little more credit to him, just because.
He's putting you in this place that is somewhat familiar, but not at all. You know,
exactly.
he's like telling a story that's fantastical, but also it's supposed to feel homey and innocent, and it does that.
Yeah. And again, another job of the director is to get the best performances out of your actors. He did a phenomenal job there, which Michael McDonough obviously did as well. So I mean, going to Three Billboards a little bit, can't fault anything about his direction. He gets great
performances.
Yeah.
But I do feel like and I think I said this after first seeing it, I feel like Three Billboards is a movie that I feel like I should like more than I did.
Yeah. Which I understood that, but then I watched it again and I liked it so much. Like I said, I liked it so much more, and that happens a lot with movies. But
I felt like something was just a little bit missing in this film. The story is good, the acting's amazing, but I'm not inspired by this film.
Yeah, that's true.
I can get something out of Shape of Water that I don't get in Three Billboards. Yeah, and I think I have to credit that to Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, and I just like how unique Shape of Water is.
It really is. It's not like any movie I've ever seen.
It's just, I know my wife said, Lauren, she said, this, she couldn't find anything wrong with it. It's just like there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just really weird, which is true. It is really weird.
I wouldn't call it a great movie.
Yeah, but it's kind of what I like about it. I like that it's weird. I like that it's a little out of the ordinary. It's something. It's almost like a breath of fresh air. Like it's just like, oh, this is.
I think it's
kind of cool. Yeah, she's a woman who's kind of having a love affair with this creature. It's weird.
Yeah,
this is strange.
I think I want to revisit this unexpectedly on TV.
Right. Yeah, I could see coming across this on TV and just not turning it off just because I'm sucked in.
So I don't know. I think on direction on this, I think I'm pretty clear on Shape of Water here. Where do you fall? Are you ready to make a judgment?
Yeah. I mean. It's tough, but at the same time, it's not tough. That made a lot of sense. But I mean, I gotta go Shape of Water as well. I mean, first of all, Guillermo del Toro. If you ever watch interviews with him or anything like that, he's just an awesome guy. He's so nice. He's such a sweet guy. Like,
does he strike you like Christopher Nolan, like on another planet of intelligence, or does he?
No, he seems like just like a guy you grew up with that just happened to be from Mexico, but just happened to make it big in movies. He has an accent, a Spanish accent, and he just really watch the Hollywood Reporter. I don't know if you're into this kind of thing, but they do a roundtable discussion with directors, and he's in it.
Okay.
So the Hollywood Reporter on YouTube, directors roundtable. Definitely watch that.
He definitely has a very unique and distinct vision of things, and it comes through completely on film. It does not get diluted at all.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I definitely give it to Guillermo del Toro. And again, as to speak on his sweetness, when he won the Golden Globe, they started to play the music while he was giving his speech. He's like, "Oh, come on, I've been waiting 25 years. Don't play the music." And they actually stopped the music when he said that. It was just so sweet. Really? It's like, "Aw, what a nice little guy."
Oh yeah, check that out and give him a hug.
Exactly. I wanted to give him a hug, but I definitely give it to him.
I mean, we got a clear winner here.
Yeah, Michael McDonough, again, he should win screenplay, but Guillermo del Toro, the directing involved in this movie, I think he gets the nod. So we're
actually in complete agreement here.
I know, I thought we were actually gonna have different. I thought for some reason you were gonna go acting. I thought you were gonna go Shape of Water with acting. I thought that was gonna be our difference.
Really, it was close, but I think the performances by Frances McDormand, Sam Rockwell, Woody Harrelson, Nicholson, and really that little scene by Peter Dinklage just kind of put me over the edge.
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't really thought about that before, but then when you explain it, it's like, yeah, I mean, that's a great point.
So I think we've got at least for moving on for this round.
So both of us, both of us had cinematography, Shape of Water, score, right. Shape of Water, acting, 3 Billboards,
right.
Screenplay, 3 Billboards,
right.
and then the tiebreaker ended up being directing Shape of Water. So
absolutely,
between these two movies, it looks like Shape of Water will win Best Picture.
It seems to be the favorite. It shouldn't win, but I can accept this one as a Best Picture winner.
Yeah.
Dunkirk is a better film, and I don't know what the press or Academy has against Dunkirk that.
But again, even so, I would pick both these films acting wise over Dunkirk. So I mean, maybe that's a thing. I might even pick Screenplay.
I would do Screenplay. I would do acting. I would do score. I think I wouldn't do direction or cinematography,
right.
or just as.
I mean, honestly, I would give directing to Christopher Nolan, but honestly, I would give cinematography to Blade Runner.
I could see that for Deaton. Yeah. I would appreciate that. Do you know what the deal with? Why we're so wrong about Dunkirk?
I mean, I don't. Again, it got nominated for Best Picture. It got nominated for Best Director.
It feels like it's just not going to win.
It's getting recognition, but yeah, it's just. I know.
Did it because it came out in July?
I don't think it had enough story. I don't think it had enough acting. I don't think it had enough. But like you said, I do think it coming out in July hurt it for Oscars.
So
it was just stupid.
It's just.
And honestly, if you're going off that, James McAvoy kind of got screwed as well because Split came out in January.
Yeah, he was good in Split.
He should have got some recognition this award season, and he got nothing, which is unfortunate.
Well, I really got a big problem with oddball movies coming out at the end of the year. Just not that these are oddballs, but 3 Billboards. It's well done, and I think I want to just it's a good movie. But I don't want to dwell on it, to be honest. I don't think it's a fantastic film. I don't know. I mean, that's the Academy. It's artsy, I guess, in a way. I'm just going here off the top of my head. I think the performances are great, but I don't take a lot from this movie. I don't go back. Like, we were talking about Phantom Thread in the last episode. I'm taking lessons, ideas, thoughts from Phantom Thread.
Would Phantom Thread have been in your top 10 if you saw it when we did our list?
Yes.
Me too.
I think
Would
so.
Shape of Water?
Maybe.
Because 3 Billboards wasn't, right?
I think Shape of Water would have made it. Yeah. I think so too. Yeah.
It's just so unique for me. That's one of the
I think I would have put it in there.
So you favor Shape of Water over 3 Billboards?
I do. I think if I'm voting, if I've got a gun to my head, I got to pick one of these two for Best Picture. I think I'm pretty clearly going for Shape of Water. I really like 3 Billboards, but I do feel like there's something missing here, and I feel like it's not a great movie. That's just kind of where I'm landing on it. I can see Shape of.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
You don't hate it.
I don't hate it at all.
You like it,
but I feel like it's a bit overrated.
Okay.
I
mean, I could see those feelings, but again, it's worth a second watch.
Okay.
It's worth a second watch.
I will see it again.
Even if I guess, so let's just, it kind of leads me to our rating because, I might explain more there. But, how would you rate Shape of Water and how would you rate 3 Billboards?
So for Shape of Water, I'm going to give it 4 stars because it's a really good movie. This is I think it's worthy of Best Picture. Although I feel like although I know Dunkirk should win because I have Dunkirk at a 4.5/5 star movie.
No, you can't have slash.
I don't know I don't even know what I did on that. Did I give it 5 stars?
I think you might have. I think you were.
Dunkirk is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It's just an all-time great film.
I need to see it again.
It'll be a movie that will stand the test of time, and when our children see it, they will think it's incredible. Dunkirk is the best movie made this year, and possibly the best movie made of the decade. Whether or not it wins, I don't care. But The Shape of Water is a worthy, for a year, it's a worthy Oscar winner, because we've seen Best Picture winners that, no one's watching Birdman again, right? I mean, it was a good movie that year.
Right.
But, 20 years from now, no one's going to care about Birdman.
Right, exactly.
People will be uncovering it.
Yep, that's true.
I think Dunkirk is an all-time great. But I don't think 3 Billboards is there. So for Shape of Water, what did I say? 4 stars, 2.5 buckets of popcorn. For 3 Billboards, I'm going to give it 3 stars and 2 buckets of popcorn.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I mean,
it's
that's
a
fair.
good movie.
Yeah.
To me, it's more about performances and more about word story than direction and overall movie. I think this would be an amazing book to read. And the actors were great in all of it, and they all hit everything. But I don't think this one has a lot of staying power. I do want to see it again. But yeah, I don't think this is a great movie.
Okay.
What do you got?
All right, so yeah, I mean, Shape of Water, like you said, with Birdman not lasting, you're not gonna think about it 20 years from now. Shape of Water, I think you're definitely gonna. This is a movie that's gonna.
I think so.
Stand the test of time, really. Shape of Water, I gave it 4 stars as well.
Okay.
I give it 3 buckets of popcorn.
So we're right there. We're pretty close.
I found it very entertaining.
I thought there was just a couple of moments, maybe, I guess my slight ding is where it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I know what, like you said, I know where this is going.
Right,
So
yeah.
just put me there, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I just enjoyed the whole ride, so I think that's why I give it a little higher entertainment score.
What do you got for 3 Billboards?
3 Billboards, I gave 3.5 stars.
Okay.
And 3.5 buckets of popcorn.
Oh,
So
wow,
I
so
found
you
it.
found-
Especially again the second time around. I found it a lot more entertaining. There's a lot of laughs in this movie. There's a lot of, I don't know. I just felt engaged the whole time. It's just a movie that. I actually think is more rewatchable
Wow.
than Shape of Water. Like I think I just like a background movie. I just like let's put on 3 Billboards, just have it on the background. I mean, obviously it's got sad tones to it and stuff, but entertainment wise, just the act again. I'm a big I think I would choose acting over plot and cinematography. Like if I'm just gonna put a movie on for entertainment.
I think I'd go the other way, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's me. I mean, I think they're both great movies. I know you said 3 Billboards isn't a great movie. To me, it is a great movie. I think these are both great movies.
3 Billboards would be a worthy Best Picture winner?
I think it would.
Over the
I
ones...
would be surprised though.
Well, not just... I mean, just imagine no other...
yeah.
Imagine nothing else existed. This is on its own on an island.
Yeah.
3 Billboards could win Best Picture in a given year.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So now given Dunkirk and Shape of Water, still, if this thing wins on March 4th, you'd be like, yes, I
would
get
be
it.
fine with it. I think Shape.
I feel like I'd be
I would be okay. I would be more okay with Shape of Water winning. I don't know. After La La Land last year, I think I'm numb now.
Why?
Well, because La La Land didn't win, and
Because you were so like into
dude,
it.
La La Land, just
You were that invested.
Yeah, I was that invested where it just broke my heart when they said they won and then they didn't win. That whole debacle.
It feels like this. Oh, because well.
So I just want to prepare you. Just know that.
Well, I know. I mean, they've introduced safeguards this year, right?
Yeah.
To not allow that.
Yeah, exactly.
But it feels like the press and Academy has sort of telegraphed their moves this year. I don't know if they do this every year, but it feels like, I mean, if I'm betting, I'm saying Shape of Water is going to win Best Picture.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think we talked about this. The trade-off is going to be 3 Billboards is going to get the acting awards. Shape of Water is going to get Best Picture, maybe something else, cinematography. I don't know. And then they'll toss a bone to Christopher Nolan for Best Director.
I hope so. I mean,
maybe they won't. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll be okay if Guillermo wins, but if anyone but Guillermo, anyone but Christopher Nolan doesn't win, I'm going to be pissed.
It's just ridiculous.
I know.
I mean,
which I do think Michael McDonough will win for screenplay, but at the same time, that's kind of unprecedented because almost always, if you
director and
the Best Picture. Whoever wins Best Picture also won Best Screenplay, whether it's original or adapted.
Del Toro wrote.
Yeah, Del Toro wrote that. So I mean, if Michael McDonough wins, they always announce screenplay before Best Picture, obviously. So if he wins, I'm gonna be on my toes because it's gonna be like, all right, who's who's gonna win Best Picture? That kind of throws you off.
It's nice though that both of them wrote these movies. So
definitely.
That's just in its own, at least.
Yeah.
For the official blockbuster mentality, thumbs up. It's great that they wrote their own and directed their own. So that's it really is. It's worth it's worth the accolade there for letting good job.
Definitely. So yeah, I mean, according to our score, our first comparison episode looks like Shape of Water has the edge over Three Billboards for Best Picture. Next week we might do another. I don't know.
I'm
see.
on board.
Yeah,
I mean, we got 9 movies. So
yeah, that's true. That's it. That is true.
Should we put Dunkirk up against Something Stupid? No.
I don't think we should.
Too obvious.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly. I don't think we should put Dunkirk up against anything.
It's so clear where we're gonna go.
Yep, exactly. All right, folks. Well, that is it for us. That is our comparison episode. Let us know what you think. What do you think should win Best Picture out of these 2 movies in all the categories? Follow us on Twitter at BlockbusterCast. I am at BCcord.
I'm at Dave_Quist.
And again, as always, subscribe to us on YouTube and iTunes. Comment, review us. We'd really appreciate it. And support our Patreon page, which is in the link in the description. So, all right, Dave. Well, as always, it's been so fun. So much fun talking movies with ya.
It's been amazing.
Been amazing. So, the amazing Mets.
Okay.
All right, folks. Well, that is it for us. As always, I'm Ben Secord.
I'm Dave.
And for Dave-O, I'm Ben. And as always, grab some popcorn, grab some snacks. We'll catch you guys
At the movies.
At the movies.